Breakups. We all know them and hate them. You either experienced it yourself or saw somebody else go through it. And while we may find that each of us has a different experience when it comes to breakups and relationships, we will find something in common, a question in common, which is, why do breakups hurt this much? Why do people start obsessing over their partners? Why do people start feeling bad about themselves? All of these are pretty good questions, which I will be trying to answer today through psychology. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Layla and I'm a psychology student, and in this channel we tackle interesting topics one video at a time. So one of the most commonly asked questions is, why do breakups hurt? And to answer that, I would like to tell you this is due to the fact that our brains regard heartbreak as if it is a real physical pain. A study in Columbia University used fMRI scans in order to look at brain activity for unmarried couples who experienced an unwanted break in the past 6 months. In this study, during the fMRI scan, the participants looked at pictures of their past partners while thinking about them. And then they scanned the participants while they were looking at pictures of their friends, and then they scanned them while they inflicted some pain on their arm. And from this study, the scientists were able to find out that the same parts of the brain lit up when the participants thought about their ex-partners or when they were inflicted pain on their arm. But the same regions did not light up when they saw a picture of their friend. So one of the main reasons that relationship end is because that the relationship itself was not good. As a result, people start asking themselves, if the relationship wasn't good, then why am I hurting so much after it was over? And this is due to a number of reasons. One of them could be is that regardless of how horrible the relationship was, usually the people are attached to one another before the breakup. And during the time period where they were with this person, they started sharing personal information about themselves, disclosing parts of themselves to their partner. And because of disclosure, the person feels as if there is a bond between them and their partner. They may feel known, understood, and valued. And as a result, all these factors make them attached to their partner. And when the breakup occurs, the attachment breaks as well. And as a result, many people hurt from breakups not just because they miss or want their partners, because a lot of the times that's not the case. They are mainly mourning parts of themselves that they believe that they may have lost during this relationship or because of the breakup. They may feel like they've lost their sense of trust, their confidence, they may feel vulnerable, isolated, confused, and as a result of this, their self-worth and their self-image, it might feel as if it was shaken. And because of that, all of this evokes a great deal of emotional pain. So other than pain, something that we all notice with people who experience a breakup, or if you yourself have experienced a breakup, is that sometimes we tend to obsess over our ex-partners just a little bit. And it can go from checking their profile every day to showing up unannounced to places that they will be at. Regardless of the level of obsession of each person with their ex-partner, that's not the main issue of this video. The reason that we do get obsessed with them is because breakups are regarded as if we are getting over an addiction. So a study by Lucy Brown and Helen Fisher scanned the brain activity of 15 young adults who recently have went through an unwanted breakup. This study found out is that when they showed the participants pictures of their former partners, the scans showed activity in several brain areas that were involved in both drug addiction and early obsessive stages of love. And this is why people who have been rejected may experience cravings for their ex-partner, such as an addict would experience cravings for their drugs. So romantic relationships often bring out intense feelings and emotions that often override any logical explanation. These relationships are often tied with our deep-seated feelings of our own self-worth from childhood. So when a relationship ends, even if it was on relatively good terms, there will always be the feeling of rejection. And that is a tough blow for anyone's ego. And if the breakup was unexpected or sudden, the rejection can even be more traumatic for the person. It can feel like the beginning of the rupture of one's own self-esteem, the end of somebody's hopes and dreams, and the constant reminder of the feeling of rejection. So how does one heal from all of that? So one of the first and most crucial things that a person has to do is to let it all out. It's not the best thing to hold back or suppress our feelings immediately after a breakup. And while yes, the emotions can be so intense and may not be the best thing to be displayed in public, but go and find a private place or a private space where you can let it all out. Scream if you have to. Letting it out is normal because we all know there's a lot of pain deep inside. And contrary to popular belief, it is okay to listen to some sad music in the short term. While sad songs can bring up some painful memories that you do not want to remember, but also listening to these sad songs will normalize your feelings and make you understand that you are not alone in this. A second thing that you should do is go ahead and talk to the supportive people in your life about all the feelings and emotions that you are feeling. Some people also prefer to not talk to their family and friends and go and decide to seek professional help in order to talk about their emotions. Another thing that is extremely important to do is to maintain your daily cycle. Because when people are experiencing heartbreak, it's extremely tempting to throw out their entire cycle. Some people eat more than usual, some don't eat at all, some sleep too much, some don't sleep at all. And no matter how tempting it is to throw out your cycle, now is the most important time to actually stick to it. Go out and get some of those angry, negative emotions through exercise, by going to the gym or playing any kind of sport. And while it may feel hard at first doing all of those things, keep pushing yourself to keep doing these things because this will help you in your healing process. Another thing that you should do is to go out and pamper yourself. Now is the best time to go and do some self-care rituals that you normally wouldn't be doing. Go and buy something that you want, eat something that you want. Try to do anything that will help you boost your sense of self-worth. And lastly, one of the most crucial things that you need to do is to set firm boundaries with your ex-partner. Yes, it is okay to loosen some ends or try to get yourself some closure, but once the breakup has occurred, try to limit how much you talk to your partner. Because in the first stages of the breakup, you are in your withdrawal period. And if you keep talking to that person, you are ruining the chances of healing and growing from this experience. Alright you guys, that was it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and benefited from it. And as always, I will be putting my sources in the description box. And if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please put it in the comments. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, bye!